and welcome back, baseball fans. I'm that guy. I'm Vinrock,
Hey, I'm Daniel.
and we're
Well,
talking tops now. Yeah, that's right. Welcome. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, welcome to the show, guys.
Yeah, welcome to the show. We're talking tops now baseball cards. You know, the one that are only available on tops.com for 24 hours. That's what we're doing here today. And the name of the show and the name of the channel are one and the same. We're chasing print runs. So that's what we're doing here. That's what we're all about. We thank you for joining us here today.
I'm happy to be here. Like the song says, it's such a lovely audience. We want to take you home with us. We want to take you home. What are we going to do today? We're going to cover cards 823 to 839.
We are going to not quit our day jobs.
Yeah, it's important that we don't go into the music industry, right? Today is the 5th of February, and we are live streaming 1 minute in.
1 minute in, and it is 6:30 on the it's 6:31 on the East Coast, and that means it's got to be 3:31 on the West Coast. I'm trying to left coast. Yep, that's right. That one. It was getting soaked.
Soaky dokie. All right. Should we talk about some cards? You there? Hello? Hello. Say hello to my little friend. Are you there? Speak up. Oh, Vino, are we experiencing technical difficulties? Let's see what we can do. I'm going to try to take this a little bit and see if we can bring Vinrock back from wherever he's gone to Never Neverland. Yeah, he checked out. So we'll give him a sec. Let's talk about card 823. Card 823 is Encarnacion Strand and Ellie de la Cruz. It is the first card of our show. I'm going to tell you that there were 2,749 cards made. Since we're this far into the show, I could go so far as to say that we've got $5 base cards, hard to find, parallels, and maybe I'm going to just cut this one short, see what happened to the partner. We're not that far in. We're here talking baseball. We're talking tops on demand. Stay blessed.
Hi. How are you?
Oh, I was just gave our goodbye and end, and here you are, and I didn't end, and what a blessing. So
that was exciting fun. I went to the land where internet pages die and don't ever come back. That's what a terrible place to be going.
So since I was tricking them into that I was leaving and I'm not, let me go ahead and finish with card 823. We talked about the moment. There's parallels. There's purple for $50. There's blues for $50 also. Goes up from there. I got base cards that are graded PSA 10 that are $50. It's a great card. We're bringing you in the middle. There's a $300 PSA 10 red to 10. What do you think about this card, 823?
823. I don't have 823 up. I apologize.
Oh, okay. So it was the first card of the show. With that being said, it's been more than covered. Shall we go on to 824, sir?
Yeah, I'm probably better suited for that one. That's Davis Schneider. That's Topps Now card 824. Had a print run of 805. This is a call-up card. Second in club history with 7 or more home runs in his first 20 games. That's a Toronto Blue Jays. And honestly, I'm looking for good things for the Blue Jays this year. I think good stuff for them.
I think that people think Vladimir Guerrero could be the MVP.
Well, I mean, now that Shohei
I don't want to start nasty rumors, but that's what I hear on the street.
But now that Shohei Ohtani's left in the American League, right?
Theoretically, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Did you tell us how many Davis Schneider cards there are?
Yes, and the card number and all that. What if I wanted to buy this on eBay, this call-up card for the Toronto Blue Jay, Davis Schneider?
So I see base cards here from the same seller listed individually for as low as $6. as far as parallels are concerned. I got blues at 20. Do we have any yet? We got graded base at 50, PSA 10. Purples at 65 on the low end. Here's a red graded to 10, PSA 10, a 10, $300. Seems like it's the same guy who owns all those cards. It's not, but it just seems like it is. Next card.
It's interesting. The color match, the Blue Jays blue, was the least expensive card there.
But I still think the overriding thing is the color and how many are made more than whether or not it's a match.
Yeah, I like color match myself, but
I
that's
like
me.
it, but I still think like an orange one is going to be worth more whether it's a match or not than a blue one ever will. It's rare that the blue one is worth more than the purple or my opinion.
It happens, but not often. You're right. All right, this is Kyle Schwarber. This is Topps Now card 825. Had a print run of 613. Remember when he was a catcher for the Cubbies?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, now he's pure DH and pure monster. Hall of Fame potential, maybe.
What?
Maybe.
Wow, that's really
wanted
going
to
out.
Throw it in there rather than talk about Harper and Turner all the time and say Schwarbs is really doing some things. No.
Well, all I know is that pitchers hate to pitch him because they know what happens. I mean, out of nowhere, he could just crank it, home run gone, So yeah, wow, Hall of Famer. That's amazing.
Maybe. I said maybe.
Yeah.
Look, if Harold Baines,
I hope you're right.
I hope so too. I don't have a dog in the fight, but I hope so too. All right, base cards for Schwarb, card 825 or $7, not usual wholesale retail. However, parallels here are 10, the low end. Purples are 15, so he doesn't have the star power that a Hall of Famer future would have, but he might be. He's got $80 parallel to 5, and there's nothing graded for sale on the eBay. Next card.
That was Kyle Schwarber. This is Jacob Young. This is a call-up card for the Nats. It's card number 826. Had a print run of 1,033. And I don't see the call-up patch on either arm, left or right there, but it is the first career walk-off of his Major League Baseball career.
It's a cool picture, right?
I like it. Remember how sometimes I say to you, the celebration picture that's usually on the back when we do have cards that have two photographs on them. This should be the back or the front rather. So I love this. This is great.
Agree. I mentioned that to the last time I spoke to Topps. Whoever I spoke to mentioned that, and I asked them if they had started listening to our show because this has started to happen more, where the back of the card is the front and the front is the back, and we've talked about what a great idea we thought that was. So this is another example of how I think we're influencing the influencer.
Well, I don't know about that, but if we are, more power to us. What can I buy this on eBay for?
Base $5.50 on the lowest end.
Lowest.
And then let's see about parallels are graded. Blues are 20, purples
20.
are 40.
40.
And then here's a graded red again for 200.
What?
PSA 10. Here's a graded purple PSA 10 for 100. Here's a graded base for 50. It seems like the same guy has got, for the last 5 or 6 cards, all the graded ones for sale.
He went to work.
That's I don't amazing. Know what that means, but seeing.
Listen, if it is the same guy, kudos to you.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Nothing wrong with that. Maybe he just bought, a 20-pack of each of the cards from this day.
Yeah, that's genius, man. All right, that brings us to Jason Dominguez. He's a New York Yankee. This is card number 827. Had a print run, probably the lowest print run of the day here, 8,396. And it says here, joins rare company with first home run at Yankee Stadium.
You're a joke. You said the lowest or the highest?
Oh, I was, yeah. I said it was going to be the lowest of the show, but clearly that's jokes.
Joke. This is a relic too.
We got that. Look at that. There it is. Look at your screen now.
So yeah, well, so those make this explosive. I think that this is literally could be considered the card of the show. Also, um, I like this kid. We're not going to see him for a while next year. I got blue parallels here for this card at 35. I got relics starting at 169. This isn't his first appearance, so this
Correct.
becomes one of those rookie cards that's not his first appearance. Base cards, $3. You want to take me to 828?
We are there. That's Mason Wynn. That's card number 828. Had a print run of 1,644. And it says here Mason sends first career home run into orbit. How far is orbit? I don't even know. But if orbit had feet on it, I'm sure it would be like 500 feet or more, wouldn't it? That'd be probably that's what I think of when they say orbit.
Yeah, yeah. It's a Cardinal card. He looks like he's a utility player just because he's so small.
There you go.
I'm not sure he is, but in the picture, he just looks small.
Oh, I can't wait for the next. Okay.
Base cards, $5.50. It's got to be his first appearance because I never heard of this guy either. So blue parallels are 20 and up. Purples are 50 and up. And I don't see anything higher than purple.
Nothing higher than purple.
That's the way it goes.
That's the way it is. All right, here we go. Jose Abreu. This is Topps Now card 829. Had a print run of 372. And I got to tell you, Jose Abreu does what, let's see here, 7 RBI game fuels team to a Texas-sized win. That's amazing, 7 RBIs in a game. But what's interesting about Jose Abreu and the Topps Now card, I guess, program is that number one, he generally has a low print run. He just, for whatever reason, I don't think he gets much love.
Oh, that's so funny. I was thinking that as you were reading this information and you went right to it. For a former MVP player, this guy gets about as much love as Cody Bellinger.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Right? I mean, just discarded practically. Almost you would think a journeyman would get more love. I mean, these guys are way underprinted. Do I know that Abreu's going to the next level? I don't know. Is he better than Schwarber? He's won an MVP, right?
See, these are all questions that need to be answered at some point.
But meanwhile, Schwarb's prints almost 30% more than Abreu.
Yeah.
So it's weird. 829, lowest price for a base card here would be $6 with shipping. There's an OBO in it. This card parallel is $10. Blue is the lowest price. There's many for sale. I guess there's not many Abreu collectors. I don't know what it is. There's a red for $30, best offer. And I marvel at it because I know I picked up some of the Abreu cards earlier in the set this year because they were so low printed. And there's still 1 or 2 available at under $10, I think.
Not bad.
Not bad. It's really a shame.
All right, that brings us to Jordan Lawler. I meant Jerry Lawler. No, I didn't. Jordan Lawler, that's the guy, not Jerry Lawler. If anybody knows who Jerry Lawler is, consider yourself cultured. All right, this is Topps Now card 830. Had a print run of 3,869. And this is a call-up card, celebrates Arizona's #1 prospect shining in his MLB debut. And guess what? I see the patch above the snake.
But isn't it supposed to be on the right shoulder?
Well, that is the right shoulder, apparently, I think. But it is above the snake.
It is. It's there. You're right. This is his, I was going to say, so there again, you are paying attention. This is his first card. This is the card, if this guy becomes a big deal, that's going to be the big deal in the Topps Now lexicon. I have at least 5, 6 of this card marinating, and you could see the price for these base cards is still low. $4, best offer. Are there parallels so far? I haven't checked for myself, so this is interesting for the show, for the population in Tops now. Parallels. Blue parallels are $31 is the lowest price. I see graded base cards, not from PSA. Here's a PSA one for $80. I don't see anything lower PSA graded. So 80 is the marketplace. I see 5 of 5 orange for 99 raw. I see, what else do I see? I see a red one, PSA 10 for $330. So this guy's supposed to be a big deal. Glory, glory, hallelujah, Jordan Lawler.
Jerry Lawler. All right. That's
Jordan.
amazing.
Jerry. You and Jerry.
His name's Jerry Lawler.
Jerry. This is Jordan.
Jordan. That's right. All right. That brings us to the next card. This is Nolan.
Shmuel. Shmuel.
You are? Wait, what? What'd you call me?
Shmuel. Jordan. Nolan
Shenuel. Shenuel.
You're giving him international flair, and he's a baseball player, but that's up to you.
All right, this is card number 831. Had a print run of 954, and this celebrates Nolan, how he sets an Angels record by reaching base in his first 16 games. He was on fire.
Okay. This is the last card of this day, by the way, and Abreu was the last card before Lawler of that day. Shul is a $6 card on the base side. And on the parallel side, this is his second appearance, it looks like. Parallels are $60, and I don't see anything more rare than a blue parallel. Does he have anything graded here? I don't see any graded cards posted on eBay either. This is the last card of this day. It was just 2 cards on this day. Shul and Lawler.
Yeah, that's amazing.
2 rookies that are supposed to be big impact players. It feels like Topps was dropping call-ups in this time of the year season in the 800 numbers. You know, I don't know what date this is, but this seems like where they were letting some of them go, you know, burping them, if you will.
Just letting them out. Yep, I agree. All right, next card is Zach Gallen. This is card number 832. Had a mild print run of 402, and it says here he fires first 9-inning shutout of his career, of his Major League Baseball career. That's amazing.
Heck yeah.
I like this guy.
Zach Gallen.
I like this guy a lot.
Took his team to the World Series, right?
Yeah, I like this guy a lot. He's hard as nails too. He's just good player.
402 print. $7 is the lowest price for a base card here. He's got purple parallels at 15, blue parallels at 20.
No love.
5 of 5 for 80.
Wow.
Here's a red one for 50 to 10.
Wow.
He's not quite sought after, but he's a lot more sought after than Jose Abreu.
And there you have it. All right, let's go to the next card here. That's going to be Freddie Freeman. That's card number 833. Had a print run of 580, which is actually pretty solid for Freddie Freeman. This card celebrates how he's the 53rd. He has the 53rd double of the season in club's new single season high. So there you go. And would you know that if you were at the game watching it?
You might know. They might flash it on the scoreboard.
Right, but you'd have to be paying attention to the scoreboard. Otherwise, it'd be under the radar.
Well, yeah, but if you go to a ball game, if you're watching the game, part of it is paying attention to the scoreboard.
Well, paying attention to see that ball's coming at you.
I think the game moves so slow that the scoreboard is like the glue from play to play.
Yeah, I don't know. I always wondered, did you ever go to a ball game when they didn't have the netting up there for your safety down third base line or first base?
Of course, that's a very recent thing, sir.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
And now all of a sudden, who would have thought you would have ever gone and subjected yourself to that? What a
I know, right? Exactly.
Come on.
You're not lying. Isn't that the truth? All right, where are we at now? I lost place. Where
So
are we at?
base cards for Freddie are $5.50. Color match blues are 10. There's a lot of them. Purples are 15. Freddie does not sell LA
Nope.
yet.
Nope, not too much. All right, here, another Jason Dominguez card. I think this is the third one we've had in as many shows. This Tops Now card, 834, had a pretty modest print run of 5,011. This card celebrates how he's the youngest since 1901 to belt 4 home runs in his first 7 games. That's Jason Dominguez.
Now this guy could be. That's what the promise says for sure. Okay, base cards. Dominguez, lowest one is $2 plus 63 cents for shipping. Basically $4 cards. Let's see. Check out the parallel and the graded experience here. I don't. Blue parallels 35. Seems like one guy's got 2 of them for sale. Here's a base 10 PSA Gem Mint 37 plus $4 shipping. Here's the blue parallels that are pricier. Here's a parallel to 5 for 300. Here is another 1 to 5 for 900. The 1 of 1 is not there. Here's 1 to 10, a graded 10. What is this? A Beckett graded 10 for 550 OBO.
OBO.
It's exciting. I mean, I hope the guy comes back strong, but we only saw a flash.
That's right. All right, here we go. This is the next card of the day. This is Kodai Senga. And that's card number 835. Had a print run of 1,164. And this card celebrates how he's moving to second on Mets rookie strikeout list with 181. He's a hurdler.
He's a hurdler. Base card, low end, $475. Parallels, low end. Let's see. Blues are 25. Purples are 40. I don't. Here's a red for 100.
Wow.
Oh, here's a 1 of 1 for 1,000.
Woo-wee.
One of our New York associates is selling it on eBay. There you go.
There you have it. Cool deal. All right. That brings us to another card here. This is the Giants. You got Wilmer Flores, Mitch Haniger, and J.D. Davis. Card number 836. Had a print run of 329. And it talks about how San Francisco goes back to back to back. Home runs are the first for the club since 2016.
It's a Manic Monday card. It's $5 base.
But if you're at the game, do you know that just happened?
No.
You wouldn't know that they hit 3 home runs in a row.
Yes. Yes, I would know.
I mean, that wouldn't go under the radar, right? You'd know that happened right then.
Yes.
Yeah,
If you're watching
that's
the
worthy.
game, you know it happened. Yes.
So it's worthy. I think it's worthy of a Tops Now moment, honestly.
Fair enough. I agree with that. Base cards are 5. Blue parallels are 10. Many at 10. Mucho at 10.
Wow.
Purples are 15. There's
What?
at least 5 purples at 15. There's a color match orange for 50. There is the 1 of 1 for 250.
That's amazing. Any of these guys Hall of Famers in your book? Wilmer Flores, Mitch Haniger, or J.D. Davis?
I really was strong for Mitch Haniger in the beginning when he was in Seattle, but he got hurt too much, so I don't think so.
It wasn't J.D. Davis, wasn't he a Houston Astro to begin his rookie career? I don't remember exactly.
I know he's been a lot of places.
Was Boston? Was it Houston? Yeah, right. Exactly. Thank you.
He was a Cub too, I think.
Yeah, it's amazing. All right, that's enough of that card. That brings us to the next card, which is another. It's not a team card, but it is a Major League Baseball card, as you can see in the bottom right hand. It's got the logo, and it says here the 3,000th steal of the year is most in Major League Baseball since 2012. And would you have known that watching the ball games on that day? This is card number 837, had a print run of 893. But what they don't mention is the bases got bigger, didn't they?
Right. I was going to say this is the second card of the season in tribute to the bases being bigger. I,
Interesting.
I also I also remember that there was a picture about Otani with the time clock. So
That's right.
right. So this is
I
about
have that card.
the
Do you have that card
league.
with the? Do you have the Otani time clock card?
I do.
That's one you should get graded, right? That's a $150 card. Easy, right?
You
Or
think
is it
you
not?
think I don't know. I haven't checked those cards. That was like in the first 20 cards of the year.
Yeah, that was a great card. I love that card. Was it an Otani card? Was it a Major League Baseball card? Was it both? But yeah, that was a good catch by you, saying how this is the second acknowledgement of the bases
Yeah. It's the
this
second
year.
time they're talking about the rule changes, right? So
Interesting. That would be a subset group to collect for next year or then this year, or this last year, rather. Interesting. All right, so go ahead.
$6 base card on the low end, $15 blue parallel. Here we have a $20 purple. Red is 40, orange is 60. Lots to be had. I don't see anything. Oh, here's a graded, but it's a pristine black label, and it's an auction ending in 21 hours. Hold on.
You got
Yeah,
Ronald Acuna
It's a
Jr.
Beckett black label at auction right now of this card.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, of this card.
Now,
And
who's on the card?
and I was
Who's,
about to say on this card, I can tell is Acuna, I can
yep,
tell is Carroll,
yep.
and I can't tell who the guy on the third one is.
That's not Trey Turner, right? That's not Trey Turner. Can't be.
It's Philadelphia. It might be Trey Turner.
No, he's got some long locks on the back and looks blondie, like Alec Baum or something like that. I don't know.
Hmm. So yeah, this card's more interesting for that auction, but black labels on cards like this don't come back all the. I don't
Bryson
think
Stott.
I would grade this card that often.
Right. That's they got two potential Hall of Famers on there easily.
Well, I would go with two former Rookie of the Year winners. That way,
You could start there. Yes, absolutely.
more
Interesting.
than
And
that, I
look at
don't
the
know.
print and look at the print run. What do you think about that 893 print run? Is that something that brings attention your attention to it, or is that like or does this need more attention? What's the story?
I think it's the question on a card like this is how thorough is a Corbin Carroll or a Ronald Acuna collector going to be? That's what drives this card, in my opinion. Because the set collector, of course, they're going to need it. Is an Atlanta Brave fan going to pick up this card because there's a Brave player on it? Is an Acuna fan going to pick up this
Yes.
card because he's on it? That I would say yes to. The second one, I agree.
Some people have to collect every card that their favorite player is on.
Whatever. Some people try to. I get it, but I think that's what drives this card. So it's a cool
You can't
card.
buy every. You couldn't buy every card, could you? That'd be nuts.
Some of these guys have thousands of cards. I've started watching YouTube videos like ours, and some players have like, I don't know, 1,000 different cards because in some years now they get 7, 8, 9 different companies with variations.
You
And
get the base, and then the parallels, and the variations, and then the
a lot of cards, and then there's
Yep.
Topps Flagship, and then there's Topps Now, and then there's
oh yeah, Panini
Green Label and
Prestige.
Gold Label.
There's
Right.
Donruss Elite. Yeah.
Well, I think that's why I'm drawn to this Topps Now concept.
Well, you know what though? All this, all the things we just talked about with all those different products. Back in the '90s, I don't know if you collected sports cards in the early '90s, but it was brutal back then. There was so many different products, and it was
Yeah.
just an oversaturation. And I think we're in that period where you could be in some oversaturation right now, with especially if people started realizing that print runs were actually important.
Well, I can't help but think, just like oil wells, scarcity is important and have is different than have not, that it's only a matter of time till people realize that print runs matter. Who's on the card and how many were made?
Yeah,
it has to
runs
matter eventually. And
it has to matter.
it has to matter. It just can't, keep going on where people remain to be, choose to be non-addressive of that issue.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to the next card. That's going to be number 838. Had a print run of 507. And this is Trey Turner, Philadelphia Philly. He's got a 10-game RBI streak, and he ties the all-time club record. So good for Trey Turner. This card was available from September 9th through September 10th. Take it away.
$4 is the lowest base. On eBay, $10 is the blue parallel on the low end. Purples are 15 on the low end, and reds are 50, which I think is the color match. There's no fives, no ones, no graded of this card at all.
Wow.
The story
Is he a
is
Hall of
the movie
Famer?
will tell.
He's a Hall of Famer, right? Potentially.
Again, I go back to the Trey Turner, Corey Seager, Carlos Correa connection of shortstops from 2016. I came back into collecting in 2017. I think all three of those guys are Hall of Famers.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the last card of the show and the last card of the day. Look at this. This is a Texas Ranger card in their uniforms from way back when. This is card number 839, featuring Evan Carter, had a print run of 1,742. Club's top prospect hits and steals in his major league debut. And which you look on that right shoulder over there, you can see just above whatever that insignia is, there is a debut patch on his right shoulder.
The team insignia. So, what else do you know about this guy?
Evan Carter says right here, top-ranked Texas Rangers prospect, made his Major League Baseball debut in his club's bout with the Oakland Athletics. That's an amazing start to your career. The 21-year-old Elizabethton, Tennessee native, picked up the first hit of his big league career, a second-inning single in his very first at-bat. That's amazing. What's more, moments later, he notched the first stolen base of his career as well. Even more, Carter, who's the number 8 ranked prospect according to Major League Baseball Pipeline. Now, if you want to talk who's got the best Major League Baseball type pipeline, look to Baltimore. Look no further than Baltimore. Now, it says here he collected his first walk in his final plate appearance to round out what was a notable MLB debut. That is our guy, Evan Carter. Go ahead, sir.
I'm not hearing that you know who this is in this regard. So this is the guy that batted
Gary
third
Carter's
in the World Series.
The what?
This is the guy that batted third in the World Series. This is the guy that made a lot of the difference as a role player. This guy's base card on eBay, the lowest card is $12. There's a graded one at auction, so I can't give you a price. There's several of them at auction. Here's the PSA 9 of this card for $32.50. This is a card I would be buying for your collection, people. I think this is the card of the show. This is this guy's first card, and I think this guy's going to be special. eBay would tell you the same thing, because after the card that's $11, $12, the next lowest card is $20.
There it is.
You know, this guy again falls into the same category as Lawler and Charnel and all the other call-ups that we just think are coming out at this time. Jacob Young, and people, if I can give you some advice, pick up this card. This guy's the real deal.
Well, I think with that said, that is amazing. And don't forget, I do believe that here we go in about a week from now, maybe a week from this Wednesday, the Topps Series 1 product comes out for 2024. And I'll tell you what, I like getting the hobby jumbo boxes that have the home team advantage. That's right. I love the home team advantage. That's the HTA. Anything else you want to add to that, sir?
I was going to kind of throw this out there. I've been practicing some streaming on my Instagram and been cross-referencing the Chasing Print Run show that we're doing right now. If you get to Instagram, send a message on the bottom. I'm happy to show you my Instagram, bring you there, show you some of the stuff I'm trying to do over there. I'm getting my practice in over here with Vinrock and just trying to do some more practice and get better at this stuff.
Nothing wrong with that, I hear.
Bo Palmer made it in.
Hey, Bo Palmer.
Hey, Bo. Good to see you.
Well, I think that's the show, man.
All right. So we're here talking baseball. We're talking Tops on Demand. Stay blessed.